What's up? I recently just got out of the shower, so ignore my hair if it fucking just shines everywhere, okay? Just try ignore it, because we have something very important to talk about. So recently, I read a blog post, and I thought it was really interesting, so I want to talk about it here. By the way, what happened to blog posts? I feel like they were all the rage in like the 2010s, and they just got left behind and just got taken over by podcasters. Like, is anyone looking after the girls who wrote about why Harry needs to be with Hermione or whatever the fuck they did on Tumblr? I don't know what they did on there. They were fucking full of weird people. But now everyone has a podcast. Anyway, this blog mentions how if we went to the 1800s, we grab a guy, we bring him here. Mind blowing is an understatement. He will just die because he cannot comprehend everything we have in our life. The technology, fucking civilization. You know what? I was like, yeah, thinking about the 1800, he's pretty much right. I can name 3 things right now that would kill him. Number 1, the fact that we went to the moon. Are you fucking kidding me? We went to the fucking moon. I feel like some people don't register that humans stepped on the moon. We went to outer space. What did they have in 1800? They probably thought the sky was some fucking wallpaper or something. Point at the sky and they go, yo, you see, I think the wallpaper's, I think the sky's peeling off a bit. And what did they think the moon was? They probably thought the moon was some abstract concept that fucking just changes shape every 2 weeks. 2, smartphones. Where to fucking begin with smartphones? Imagine showing this 1800s guy, yeah, just take this black little rectangle and you can just capture reality on it. Revisit it whenever you want. It's like fucking Doctor Who. We have a fucking TARDIS, so we can just fucking revisit any point in time now. And people don't register that we're fucking time travelers at this point. And this 1800s guy will be like, oh my god, a naked person whenever you want. You can just see a naked person, just type it in. 3, the concept of a stay-at-home dad. But the blog says that if the 1800s guy went back 200 years, grabbed the guy from 1600, brought him to 1800, their reaction would not be the same. The 1600s guy would be like, yeah, pretty cool buildings, nice fucking white wig or whatever the fuck they had in the 1800s. They would not be fucking spasming and twitching on the ground like 1800s guy is when he's in the 2020s. So what's the deal? It's because technological development or whatever the fuck it's called, civilization, it's on an exponential curve. You see, exponential curve. So according to the blog, this 1800s guy, he'd have to go all the way the fuck back to 12,000 BCE. Are you 12,000 BCE? What the fuck was in 12,000 BCE? Were they even humans? Were they fucking developed humans at that point? Didn't they just have like two little limbs on each hand like a fucking crab? Like weren't they like half monkey? That's the same comparison apparently. 12,000 BCE to 1800 and 1800 to 2020. And here's the real kicker. For us to experience that effect, that twitching on the ground, can't comprehend anything that's happening, we'd only have to go forward 50 to 70 years. Excuse me? 50 years ago was fucking 1970. So you're telling me 50 years into the future, we'd just be twitching on the ground, not being able to comprehend what's happening. Just imagine how developed it would have to be from now to leave us like that. And I was like thinking, if this is true, which it probably is, because a lot smarter people than me have theorized this, I came up with 3 predictions about the future that would fucking just unravel our brains. Alright, number 1, we don't die at all. I feel like in the future, people will just look back at us and go, man, people just used to just die just then. They just stopped existing. Isn't that right, Grandpa? And the grandpa will just be the exact same age as them, because they wouldn't age at all. Alright, number 2, casual space travel and starships and shit, like Star Wars. And I know that seems like really far in the future, but fuck it, we have AI now. What's stopping us? We went to the fucking moon. Come on, let's get the speed up already, alright? And it'll be better than Star Wars because we actually have wireless headsets. Like, Han Solo, are you fucking kidding? Get the fuck out of here. Alright, 3, we'd have like 3D printers that just generate anything from fiction. And if we're not living in 2x2 feet square concrete blocks, if we still have living rooms, you can just turn your living room into fucking Hogwarts or something. I don't know. I think that's the second time I referenced Harry Potter today. Hasn't been relevant in 10 years. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. Last thing, just bring it full circle. Maybe we'd see people just being resurrected. Like, you just bring back fucking your grandma, your grandpa, your ancestors. Oh my god. Imagine if there's like a fucking museum and rich people, maybe it's become so common it's not just rich people. You can just pay, just kill Hitler and they bring him back every time. Is that cruel? Maybe, but, you know, he was pretty cool himself. You know, what goes around comes around. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking strangling that bitch. Fucking tourist attraction, let's go. And this will also help our friends in South Korea and Japan. Population problems, hello? Because we all know they'd rather spend $2 billion to bring back people from the dead to keep them working. God forbid their workers sleep more than 4 hours a day. We all know it, alright? Alright, that's it. That's all I want to talk about. It's pretty interesting, right? See you next time.